You're now tuned into the Lady Charmaine live show, and I'm your host, Lady Charmaine. And as always, I got another great interview for you today. So here's my question. When you think of the 2000s, the turn of the century, the new millennium, well, you might think of screaming girls, four handsome young men dancing on stage with some sexy dance moves. Well, only one group should come to mind, and one of the members is here, and we're going to be talking about all things him. I'm going to let you know who it is coming up right after this. My guest today is a recording artist and actor, and he is a member of the millennial heartthrob group B2K. And he is here today to talk about his role in the new BET movie Fall Girls. Help me welcome to the Lady Charmaine live show, Mr. JBOOG. Welcome to the show.
Hey, how's it going?
It's going good. How was your new year? How did you bring in your new year?
Oh, it was amazing. I didn't do the usual. I stayed at home with my kids, and they cooked for me, and we watched the countdown on TV. It was really, really cool. It was fun to be home for the first time in a long time on New Year's.
Did you say your kids cooked? How old are your children?
My daughter is my oldest. She's 13, and then my son is 12, and my baby is 9.
See, I cannot picture. You know how when you guys came out, you guys were so cute, the cute little teenagers. I cannot imagine you guys now married with children and now your kids cooking. Okay, I got to get used to this because y'all still the little teenage heartthrob babies. You know, one of my cousins love little Fizz, and you guys rather talk. Wow, y'all got kids. Your kid, well, what they say, kids and everything.
I'm still trying to be a heartthrob. I'm still trying to be a heartthrob because unfortunately I'm not married. So.
Wait a minute, you got a photo that's circling around. You are a heartthrob. I saw like that 8-pack you got, and you got a suit on, and one photo on Google. I'm like, you grew up to be fine. That's all I can say.
Oh.
Well, when you mature.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Well, you have a lot of things going on in 2019, and one of them is Fall Girls airing on BET. We get a chance to see you cut your acting chops as a full-grown adult. So tell us about the film.
Yes, Fall Girls. Well, I not only acted in it, my film company, we actually produced it as well. So I got to produce on it and act at the same time, which was a first-time experience for me, which was really, really cool. But it's about, the star, Marla Negra. She plays Paige Davis, and she's just been promoted to president of sales at her new job, Wellington Tech. And to celebrate, her boss, Simone, invites them out, her and some of the co-workers and best friends for a weekend getaway. And after a night of partying with the boss, Paige and Tyra wake up to a dead boss. And with it looking like they killed the boss, now Paige and Tyra has to figure out, who killed the boss without taking the fall. And I mean, it is hilarious. It is a cast of great people who, came together to make this film. And we didn't even know that it was going to turn out like this. And when I tell you it's one of the funniest things I've seen in a long time, I actually laughed out loud. So I really can't wait for everyone to see it because I think it'll be something, good for the new year and something fun that you can watch with your family, with the whole family.
Now, I just heard you mention that you have a production company.
Yeah.
Awesome. So how long have you been producing films?
And, excuse me? Say it again?
I said, so how long have you had your production company?
Well, the production company is ran by me, my cousin Marcus Houston, Jerome Jones, Juanita Stokes, and Chris Stokes. And I started working with the company about 4 years ago now, and we've done about 10 or 12 movies, and we have a really big year coming up.
That's what I read. So can you tell us about some of the projects that you have coming up in 2019?
I can't tell you too much, but we are producing two series.
Okay.
Two series this year, and we have a pretty big movie with one of the super huge rap stars this year that we're putting together. I can't tell you about it in total, but it's going to be great this year. We have a lot of products coming out.
Well, amazing, and congratulations to you to see that you're still doing things behind the scenes. But you also have a big tour that's coming up. Everybody's excited because B2K has finally reunited, and you guys are getting ready to hit the road. So tell us about the tour and the reunion, and what can people expect?
Yeah, the reunion tour, the Millennium tour, as we speak of it. It's going to be great. A lot of energy. We have a great lineup to help us with tour support. We're going to take it back. We're going to take it back. We're going to make sure that we do everything that, our fans are requesting through social media and the different polls that we put up. And I would just tell you like this. You've heard about the show. A lot of you have seen the show. The younger ones who didn't get a chance to see the show, and the older ones who keep hearing about this show that all of these girls keep talking about. All of you guys need to come to this show. You don't want to go without seeing it. I'm telling you, they're going to be like, well, that was it. You should have came. So I want to make sure that everyone knows that pre-sale tickets, we announced them through our social media sites, and you can go there and see what tickets are available now and when the pre-sales go on in the selected cities that you're in.
And what other artists?
It's going to be huge.
So tell us about the other artists that's going to be there with you.
Well, we have Pretty Ricky coming out. We have Omarion coming out. The Yin Yang Twins. Lloyd. I mean, it's literally the music of the millennium, of the 2000s. We had the throwback 90s tour, but we didn't ever get a chance to do it for our generation, and I feel like this show captures that block of music, of time, of 2000 to 2010 with the people that we have, with the artists that we have coming out performing on this tour. So it's going to be a throwback, remember when. Okay. I remember I was here when this song came out. I remember I had the JBOOG with the play paint on it. So it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be, it's gonna be an experience. We're gonna go down memory lane, and we also have some new things that we want to, present to the world too as well.
Okay, because the group getting back together, and I know that's something when we watched Love and Hip Hop Hollywood that you were talking to Lil Fizz about. How did you guys really come? What was that meeting like, the meeting of the minds for everybody to say, okay, we are going to do this. We're going to put whatever we had in the past behind us, and we're just going to come back together as brothers and make this tour happen. What kind of things did you guys have to work through to get to this very point?
Well, I think that, social media, it has its way of being successful for itself. And a lot of the times it's reporting false news or fabricated news. And to be honest, it's all about business in this music industry, and it has to add up with people's obligations and contracts and things like that. And it just now, come to a space where everyone can actually come to the table and be a part of it. And that was really the big holdup was, people's obligations and their solo careers and in the different directions that everyone was going in as individuals. It finally came to a place where we can do it. And we just wanted to attack it full throttle and give the fans what they've been wanting. We feel like it's very overdue and that, we owe it to them.
Right, correct. Now, there was something I already talked to you about that I wanted to address because you have the tour and you're going to be doing all the fan favorites. And there was a comment that Omarion had made on yesterday that just blew up. It's on USA Today, so it just hit the block. So I wanted you to clear up. I wanted to know if that was your same mindset when Omarion made a comment about you guys were still going to be performing the songs that R. Kelly produced because he didn't want to disappoint the fans. And so my question was, is that your same sentiment, not to disappoint the fans and just retire them after the tour? Because I wanted you to be able to speak for yourself and not as Omarion speaking for the group as a whole. So can you speak for yourself? I want to know, is that your same sentiment? How do you feel about that?
Well, I don't really have a space with that. My intentions are everything to me. That's how I live my life. And others' actions and others' views on things, I can never have a judgment on it because I cannot say what is right or what is wrong. What I will say about that is, those songs are staples in our fans' memories of us being out and their experiences of loving us and supporting us. So I wouldn't want to cross the worlds and affect what their experiences is because of other things that's going on in the world. So with saying that, I take the space of saying, yes, we will, because we will continue to perform R. Kelly songs, because that has nothing to do with our fans and their experience. So look forward to seeing Bump 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 and Girlfriend and What a Girl Wants, because we gonna perform them. O's take on what he wants to do with his solo career moving forward. I can't control that, but I do stand behind him on what decision he makes, because it's for him and for what he feels is the better of what he's doing and his platform that he wants to speak from. So, I stay out of the way with all of that stuff.
And because the thing is, if Omarion would have never mentioned it, I didn't even realize R. Kelly wrote songs for you. I had to go and Google the songs, because I think it would have went over so many people's heads because they had liked the music and probably didn't realize who actually wrote the songs. I think he created Firestorm, which he didn't realize he was doing, because I didn't even know he wrote those songs for you. So I want to say thank you so much for coming on the show. And I want to remind the audience to be sure that you tune in January 12th to Fall Girls, also starring JBOOG, Amara La Negra.
Yes.
Also, we got Tammy Roman. We have also Erica Hubbard. We have Erica Peebles. We got Paris Phillips. And it's really funny. I got a chance to screen the movie a couple weeks ago. So it's really funny. And I really look forward to everybody watching it. Everybody, make sure y'all tweet now. Y'all make sure y'all tweet about it when it airs on January the 12th. So I'm going to make sure you guys do that. And again, thank you so much for coming on the show.
Thank you. I can't wait to come back and do a B2K Millennium tour interview with you. And give you some exclusive stuff. But
Absolutely.
I really appreciate your support. And, it's all love.
All love. And when you look,
I
your
love
people,
your energy, so we got to do it again.
Absolutely. Your people know where to find me. So have your people call my people, okay? Absolutely. So thank you, JBOOG. Love you, and enjoy your new year. Bye-bye. And again, I want to remind the audience to make sure that you guys tune into Fall Girls. It's going to be airing on January the 12th, right there on BET. And again, that's Mr. JBOOG from the Millennium Heartthrob group, B2K. And just to remind you that the Lady Charmaine live show is actually sponsored by Wealth Empowerment Summit. It's going to be taking place February the 2nd in Stockton, California. And it's also going to be keynote speaker, my girl, Miss Lisa Nichols. And she's going to be telling you all about it.
As I was growing my life, transforming my business, I copycat Game Changers. And what I found out was Game Changers were always attending another summit, a place where they can grow, a place where they can expand, and a place where they can network. So I myself did the exact same thing. And I looked up one day and I was that game changer. Not at the top of the game by some, but definitely not where I used to be. So if you're a game changer, or you're striving to truly be a game changer, then you don't want to miss the Wealth Summit. Me and my girl Constance Carter and a bunch of other amazing, brilliant individuals will be joining together on February 2nd, 2019 at Waterfront University Plaza Hotel. You don't want to miss it.
And again, don't forget to get your tickets at catalystcommunityconnections.org. Again, that's catalystcommunityconnections.org. And I look forward to seeing you there. And again, thank you to my special guest, Mr. JBOOG, for joining me on the show today. And don't forget to watch Fall Girls, January the 12th on BET.